The tongue is also, it's stoma. And stoma also means weapon. So man was supposed to speak everything and establish it and make it so. You have a weapon in your mouth. Use it rightly. So what you have in your mouth, originally, if you're a child of God, the original intent of God for putting that thing in your mouth is to establish. How many of us have tongues here? You have a tongue in your mouth. All right, that's good. Have you seen your tongue before? Who has seen the tongue before? Who has seen his or her tongue before? Or if you have, please put your hand up. How many of us have seen our tongues before? I need rapport. You get me? It's a small group. So flow. That's the way to pull more. How many of us have seen our tongues before? If you have, please let your hand go up. Most of you don't even know me. So I'm wondering why you think it's a trick question. Those who know me, anytime I ask questions, then this man, he wants to trick us. No. How many of us have seen our tongues before? So most of us have not seen our tongues before, right? Who is Kate? Kate, your hand was down. So let me ask you first, do you have a tongue? You do. Have you seen it before? Much of it. Part of it. So my question was not so specific. Okay, how many of us have seen part of our tongue? Okay, you have. That's wonderful. But that's not true. Nobody here has seen his or her tongue before. Nobody. You don't have to agree with me. It's like you're saying, I don't believe in Jesus. I mean, that's cool. It doesn't make him unreal. I mean, that's your choice. Nobody here has seen his or her tongue before. Okay, another question. I know you are smart, so you would stand on the first one to give me this one. How many of us have seen our faces before? How many of us have seen our faces before? Don't you know how your face looks like? That some cry over it. I mean, how can you cry over something you've not seen before? There are some who cry, they look into the mirror and they cry. Why are my ears this? Oh God, why? Oh God, why? But nobody here has seen the face before. Nobody. You're intellectuals, but you know I'm beating you at your game. Nobody here has seen it. Nobody. How many here have seen my face before? How many here have seen my face before? That's true. And I have seen your face. You've seen a reflection of your face. If you have to see your face, you have to take it off your neck and look, and there'll be nothing on the neck. Yes. You can't see your face. You can't. You can only see a reflection of it. Or somebody else tells you, or somebody else can see. You can't. You've seen a reflection. When you look into the mirror, that's when you see your face. There is no other way you can see your face. It's not possible. But we all know we have a tongue in the mouth. And let me tell you something about the tongue. The same word for tongue is also the same word for weapon. I said the same word for tongue. And amazingly, I just got this understanding, because when I put it over it the first time, what came in my mind was a sword. And that was what the That was what was being communicated. You get me? The tongue is also, it's stoma. And stoma also means weapon. So the tongue is a twofold instrument. And originally God's intent for your tongue was not for you to use it to eat, to taste, to lick. Nah. The intent of God for putting a tongue in your mouth was to equip you with a weapon. It's that simple. So if you study James, you see all that. It tells you the tongue is a little, instrument. But all the problems emanate from what? The tongue. And if you check the tongue, you realize getting to the tip, it becomes more what? Linear, it becomes more what? Give me words. It becomes more pointed. Have you realized that's how swords also look like? Have you realized that's how bullets look like? In fact, the lethal bullets are slimmer and much pointed because it has to go through. Have you realized rockets the same? Jet fighters the same? If you check anything that has the ability to function as a weapon, one way or the other, has a look of what? The tongue, the shape. And when God originally created man, he gave man the tongue to do what? Establish. That's what God gave man when he created man. That's why he says what? Anything you call it, it is so. So he said everything man called the animal, it was what? So. It didn't change. Jeremiah talks about the word of God for what? Building, for destroying, uprooting. He spoke about all that. So when God originally gave man, what did he tell man? When he told man have dominion, how do you think he was going to have dominion? With his what? Words. With his tongue. So man was supposed to speak everything and establish it and make it so. So that weapon was in his what? Mouth. And then what came in? Sin came in. When sin came in, I told you originally man's tongue was to establish. But when sin came in, it became a double tongue, like that of a snake. So a man's words cannot be trusted anymore. That's why this same man will come to a woman and tell, I will die for you. I'm telling you, I will die for. Listen, originally, if a man said that, it was supposed to be established. It's not, I do. 5 years, I don't. Why? That's confusion. You can't trust that word. That's what confusion is. Something that's not stable, something you can't trust. And that's what man became. So you see him telling you this today, the next moment he's telling you something else. So what you have in your mouth, originally, if you're a child of God, the original intent of God for putting that thing in your mouth is to establish. So don't function like the man of the world. You'd understand why I'm saying that. Don't function like the man of the world. You have a weapon in your mouth. Use it rightly. He said, by your words you'll be justified. And by your words you will be what? Condemned. So use it right. You have something. Use it right.